So it's actually the start of a new day today. I'm actually just waiting outside on James coming out from an appointment in city centre in Edinburgh. So after that, after James comes out, we're actually going to go and head to Waitrose to do a little bit of food shopping. So as I was waiting on him, I actually decided to go over and get a little coffee from Costa. I went to the one on Lothian Road, so I love going to that one. The staff in there are always really, really nice, really friendly. And I actually decided to go for a Black Forest. I got a Black Forest mocha. So normally I think the Black Forest flavour, you can only get it with hot chocolate and things, so they don't really normally do it with a coffee, but I asked if I could get, you know, the Black Forest flavour in a coffee, and the girl made me it with a mocha. So if you like Black Forest and you like coffee, you can actually get a Black Forest coffee if you ask. And then I also got one of their red velvet Christmas loaf cakes, and oh, that was so delicious. It has some sort of gooey jam or something in the middle, and so it's nice and gooey and like moist and stuff in the middle, so I went for that as well. So I'm just waiting on James coming out from his appointment, and then as soon as he comes out, we're going to head to Waitrose, do a little bit of food shopping, and then when we get home today, I'm actually going to try and build up our bedside cabinets for our bedroom. So Waitrose had loads of festive bits. One of the things they had was all these different cheeses. I ended up going for this white Stilton with fudge and ginger. They also had loads of different baked things, like different cakes, cupcakes, biscuits, and I love these little Christmas biscuits they had, especially the little Florentines as well down the bottom. Obviously they had all different kinds of mince pies, and I particularly thought this limoncello panettone looked amazing. Would love to try that. They also had so many different kinds of chocolates, fudge, things like chocolate covered Brazil nuts, and I thought these little snowman noses looked so cute. They had lots of different biscuits, little gingerbread cakes, lots of all the sort of German kind of inspired little cakes as well, and then more limoncello cakes, which I just thought looked amazing. And then they had lots of different types of mini Christmas cake as well. At the end of this aisle, they had lots of different things that were great for stocking fillers. So little mini games, mugs, hand wash holders, board games. Obviously that's a bit bigger than a stocking stuffer, but they had lots of different fun things there. I just thought the Santa hand wash holder was fantastic, and these are actually 2 mugs that you get in a little set. And then I also spotted these little mini games that were in these little boxes, so things like charades, I think it was guess a sketch, just things that were great for playing like with your family, with your friends. Their Christmas decor was also lovely as well. I especially loved this little snow globe that was in the shape of Santa's boot, and I just thought the little robin on the toe was the cutest thing ever. And had some more Christmas decor down here, and then they had these beautiful mugs as well as some lovely plates. I thought this was fab for putting out for Santa. This is what our bedroom is currently looking like, with Chester, of course, relaxing on the bed. So we've got our 2 bedside cabinets. Now, what was great about these is that they were actually already built up in the box. I only had to put the feet on. So very quick in putting together, and we've now got them on either side of our bed. So yeah, our room is slowly starting to look like a bedroom. As you can see, there is still little bits of bags and things of clothes and stuff that we are going to get sorted out when we get our clothes railings. But at least we've got our bed and our bedside cabinet sorted, and our bedroom is definitely looking so much more like a bedroom now. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a close-up look at the bedside cabinet. So as you can see, it's kind of like I don't know what to call it. It's like a hammered texture. So this is actually wood on the front of the drawers, and then we've got the little gold bar handles, and then round the edge of it is black. And as I said, only had to attach the feet, so yeah, very easy to put together, and didn't take any time at all to sort the handles and things as well. So very happy with these. So I don't know if I mentioned before, but we actually got our bed frame and our bedside cabinets from a brand called Dalles. So we ordered those a few weeks ago, and then we got them delivered just a couple of days ago. So they weren't too long in coming. So today's Sunday. I think it's been a couple of days since I last caught up with you. So yesterday we actually had quite a bit of snow. So this is going to be the first time it snowed in Edinburgh this winter, and actually it's the first time that I've experienced snow like this since living in Edinburgh. So normally I find that living in the city, we don't really get an awful lot of snow, or if we do, it seems to melt really quickly just because of the buildings, the traffic, the people and things. But yesterday we actually got quite a bit of snow in the morning. It was a bit of a surprise to wake up to, and yeah, I had to take James out to one of his gigs in the afternoon, and it actually caused quite a bit of havoc on the roads and things. So yeah, I was quite surprised with that, because normally, as I said, the snow in Edinburgh, it might fall, but then it melts pretty quickly because of the cars, but there still seemed to be quite a bit of snow on the roads and things, like even on the main roads. So yeah, so that was a bit of an adventure yesterday. And then the rest of the day, we just kind of had a bit of a quiet one. Had a nice night in, watched some movies, watched some things on TV, and obviously, especially because of the weather, it was really cold, and even walking about and things, it wasn't great because obviously it was very slushy because of the snow. So yeah, so that was our Saturday. So now we're on Sunday, so what I thought I would do today was share with you some new Christmas movies that have come out. So one of the movies is actually going to be one that you can go and see at cinema, and then the other ones are all movies that are actually on different streaming services, so things like Netflix, Prime and things like that. So some of these movies I've actually watched already and some of them are on my to be watched list. So I've just got the list of all the movies here on my phone. So the first one that I think I mentioned in a past vlog was Red One. That one's actually at the cinema. It has The Rock in it. It's also got Chris Evans in it, who plays Captain America, and Lucy Liu. And that one, the story about that is basically Santa gets kidnapped, and it's a story of what happened with them trying to save him. So that one's really good. It's really funny. Definitely, I don't know what the age rating is for it, but it's one that you could definitely watch with kids. So yeah, really enjoyed that. That was a really good festive movie for the cinema. Then I'll just kind of start from the top of my list. This is one that we have actually watched, and it's called A Sudden Case of Christmas. So that one's got Danny DeVito in it, and the story about that is where there's Danny DeVito, he's like a granddad in the story, and his granddaughter and her mum and dad come to visit him in Italy, and basically the parents are splitting up, and the sort of story of it is basically trying to keep them together. I wasn't super keen on that one, because even though it's a Christmas themed movie, it's actually set in August. And basically the main thing of the story is that they decide to have Christmas in August. So I found that a little bit strange, and the story was a bit hard to follow. It seemed a bit random at times. So like, it was okay, but it's not really one that I would really recommend. So the next one that I've actually watched is called The Merry Gentleman. That one has Chad Michael Murray in it, so Lucas from One Tree Hill. So that one is like your classic Christmas rom-com movie with a female character in it. He's obviously the male character in it, and you know, the female character comes to a small town, and you know, part of the story. However, this one I've read that it's been described as a cross between like a Hallmark Christmas movie and Magic Mike. So basically the main part of the story is, and it's not giving away any spoilers, is that they're trying to save her parents' nightclub, so they end up putting together like an all-male dance team. So yeah, that's just like your classic kind of, you know, holiday Christmas rom-com movie. So the other one that I have watched is Twas the Date Before Christmas. That one's also got a couple of actors you'll probably recognise from other things, and it's on Hallmark, so that's a Hallmark one. That one was actually really good, and again, it's another rom-com, you know, kind of classic Christmas, you know, guy and girl kind of movie. And then that's the ones that I've actually already watched. So now these are the ones that I'm going to list that oh, and just to mention, The Merry Gentleman one, that's on Netflix. So these are now the ones that I haven't seen yet. So there's one called Hot Frosty, which is on Netflix, and that one has got the actress that plays Gretchen in Mean Girls. So she is the main character, and I think the story for that one is that basically a snowman turns into a real man, and that's kind of like a love story between them. So there's that one. Again, as I said, that's on Netflix. Then there's one that's called Meet Me Next Christmas, and it's got Christina Milian in it, and also the Pentatonics. So that seems to be more around music. I just had a very quick read of what that was about, and it seemed like she was getting tickets to a show or something like that. Not totally sure if that one's brand new out. I feel like I've seen that before, but it was coming up as like a new one on Netflix. Then we've got the new Lindsay Lohan one, which that's the one I'm actually really looking forward to seeing. It's called Our Little Secret, and that's also on Netflix, and that doesn't actually come out until the 27th of November. So you might be watching this after the 27th of November, and in that case it'll already be out. But if you're watching this before, it's not out quite yet. So if you've seen our last one, which was, I think it was called Falling for Christmas, watched that last year or the year before, whenever it came out, and I really liked that. I thought it was really good. So I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy this one as well. I think the story for this one is that her and her boyfriend go to a family Christmas, and I think her boyfriend's sister, so her boyfriend's sister's current boyfriend is her ex, and they sort of decide to keep that a secret. So it's a bit confusing sounding, but I think it'll be quite funny. So the next movie that I'm really excited to see is called Dear Santa, and this one's got Jack Black in it, and I believe it's going to be on Prime. So this one is where Jack Black plays Santa. Sorry, no, he doesn't play Santa, he plays Satan, and in the trailer for it, the sort of the little boy that's in the movie writes a letter to Santa, but he spells it wrong, and it basically goes to Satan, so he mixes the letters up. And I don't really know exactly what happens, but it ends up the letter goes to Satan, and Satan, Jack Black, then he appears to the little boy, and I think there's a lot of funny things that happen. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think that will be really funny. As I said, that's out on Prime. It's not out yet though, and I'm not totally sure what the date is for that coming out, but hopefully it'll not be too long. Then another one that I've seen was called Nutcrackers, and that's got Ben Stiller in it, and it says it's out on Hulu. So that one, from what I read, was that it was about, he's a dad, and I think he's separated from his wife, and in it, his kids, I think, who normally spend Christmas with mum, come and stay with him. I think that's what happens in the story, and again, it looks like quite a funny one. Then, this is the one that I'm actually really excited about. It's called Crayon, and it's got Taron Egerton in it, and that comes out on Netflix on the 13th of December. So that one was giving me very much Die Hard Christmas kind of vibes. So Taron Egerton's character works at an airport, and from this trailer, it obviously all happens at Christmas, so it's more like an action Christmas one. And I think what happens is somebody contacts him and basically tries to get him to, because he works in the security part in the airport, and they try to get him to let through, baggage and bags and things that have obviously got things in it that shouldn't be in it, and I think he's being like blackmailed. So it looks like a really good, action Christmas movie, and it was definitely giving me like Die Hard vibes. So really looking forward to that one coming out as well. So yeah, I think that is them all. So let me know below, comment below what Christmas movie that I've mentioned that you're most excited to watch over the festive period.